It's Saturday night, and from Dromara, Manchester, it's Stars in Their Eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Matthew Kelly.
Thank you very much, thank you, and hello and welcome to a very special Stars in Their Eyes. For tonight, it's party time! Yes. Well, that seems to be fairly unanimous, mind you. Having a party is a bit of an everyday thing for me. Well, when you're a celebrity like what I am, life's just one long round of parties. You can't move in our house for Tupperware. So, who should we invite? Well, there's me for one, and there's our audience here, that's about 200, and then there's the audience at home, that's, say, another 12 or 13 million. Should have to get an awful lot of crisps in. I haven't even started on what everyone wants to drink. I tell you what, how about you provide the drinks and cheesy things on sticks, and we'll put on the entertainment. And what a feast of entertainment it's going to be, because tonight, joining the party, we have all the winners from the last 5 series of Stars in Their Eyes. How's that for a lineup? Yes! Right, it's cast your mind back to the very first series of Stars in Their Eyes. Was there ever life without it? Star guest and winner number 1 came from Series 1, and she's been talked about ever since. Here she is at home.
Since winning Stars in Their Eyes, I literally am living out of a suitcase. I come home, I change my dresses, change my wigs, makeup and jewellery, but I love every minute of it. Once I went through those doors, it's opened all the other doors, because I've been exposed to all this really good work now, and it's getting better. I've been to Cannes, to Paris, I've been to Amsterdam, I've been to Germany, and hopefully next year to Cuba, which I'm really very excited about. I started out as a television extra in Coronation Street, and I can't believe what's happened to me in the last 4 years since winning Stars in Their Eyes. I spend so much time on the road, I've treated myself to a brand new Mercedes, and that is all through winning Stars in Their Eyes.
It couldn't be anyone else. It's the one and only Maxine Berry, who was Shirley Bassey. Maxine, you not only won the first series, you were the very first person nearly 5 years ago to walk through those doors. How did you feel then? Can you remember?
Just as nervous as I feel now.
You still feel nervous now?
Yeah.
I mean, even though you've become a star in your own right.
I know. But it's...
Does it not get any better?
No. The money does, but...
The money does. I knew it, because you earn loads. No, she earns more than I do. I've seen your wheelbarrow parked out the back next to mine. Now, tell us about the new Mercedes. Gorgeous. Do you like it?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
But, you know, I've decided to change the colour.
You're changing it? You just sent it back, did you?
Yes.
That's because you're a star now, Maxine. That's why. You deserve everything that's come to you. Let's go through the formalities. Who are you going to be for us tonight?
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Shirley Bassey.
Shirley Bassey. Let's hope the success forever and diamonds are forever. Tonight, singing live once again, Maxine Berry is Shirley Bassey.
The minute I walked in the joint, I could see you of distinction, a real big spender, good looking, so refined. Say, wouldn't you like to know what's going on in my mind? So let me get right to the point. I don't puff my cork for every man I see. Hey, big spender. Time with me. Oh, wouldn't you like to have fun, fun, fun? How's about a few laughs, laughs? I could show you a good time. Let me show you a good time. The minute I walked in the joint, I could see you were a man of distinction, a real big spender, good looking, so real. let me get right to the point. I don't pop my cork for every man I see. Hey, big spender, stand a little time with me. Good time, let me show you a good time. So let me get right to the point. I don't pop my cork for every man I see. Hey, big spender. Hey, big spender. Hey, big spender. Spend a little time with me.
What a frock! What an opening number! What are these behind you? Get those tassels out. Do you think you could have got a little bit more glitter on there? No, you're just as fabulous as ever. Ladies and gentlemen, the marvellous Maxine Barry as Shirley Bassey. When we first met star guest number 2 and winner of Series 2, he was a bricklayer from Liverpool. By his own admission, he was working all hours, hardly ever sang and hardly saw his family. Haven't times changed?
Before I appeared on Stars in Their Eyes, I used to work in the local pubs and clubs, quite long nights and things. But since appearing on the show, I find that I don't have to work so hard, and I find that I have more time now for my family and my kids. And I'm managing to choose a lot of the venues that I play at, which is nice. Very nice indeed. Yes, I have 4 children. The eldest 2 are over in Spain just now, keeping the singing tradition. And here we have young Anthony, he's 9, and Laura, she's 4. They're quite excited about the fact that Dad's been on TV. I take them to school, pick them up from school, and a bit like the Pied Piper. In the future, I'd like to get involved in acting. And I've done a bit of acting in the past, albeit comedy, but that'll be a real challenge for me, that. Very nice. Happy days.
Hip, hip. It's a real pleasure to see him again, so let's give him a big welcome. Liverpool's own Bernard Brenton. Happy days.
Happy days indeed.
It's changed a lot, hasn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Tell us about the good times.
Well, I just can't believe how fortunate I am, you know. I get to play some great venues now, working with all the best of orchestras, you know, the Joe Loss Orchestra, great venues and down around London, Scotland. I've been flown out to Rome for a day's work. You know, I just can't believe it.
Where will you go from here? Do you have any ambition left?
Well, it'd be nice to get involved in a musical of some description, preferably the life story of a famous person that I admire very much.
Yeah, possibly the one you're doing tonight.
Yes, indeed,
That'd
sir.
be handy. So Frank Sinatra's out then, isn't it, I suppose? Because you do look quite like the person that you're going to be tonight, so do you ever abuse that position at all?
Well, I'm quite happy being me, but I'd have to admit that since appearing on the programme, I've suffered a sort of identity crisis. Like in the past, people would come up and, hi, Bernie, and, you know, Bernie the bricklayer, and hi, how are you? And now they say, hi, Bernie, and now it's like, would you like to hug a legend?
Oh, any day, girls. What do you think? I think you do. Listen, we've got to play this game one more time, for heaven's sake. Who are you going to be for us tonight, Bernie?
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Mr. Nat King Cole.
Nat King Cole, happy days! With an old-fashioned song, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, singing live once again, Bernard Brenton is Nat King Cole!
have that wildest moonlight and music and love and romance. Let's face the music and dance. Before the fiddlers have fled, before they ask us to pay the bill, and while we still have a chance, let's face the music and dance. Soon we'll be without the moon, humming a different tune, and then there may be teardrops to shed. So while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance. 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 Soon we'll be without the moon, humming a different tune. And then there may be teardrops to shed. So while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance. Let's face the music, that wonderful music. Let's face the music and dance. Dance.
Excuse me while I just hug a legend. Fabulous, Bernard. Really
real
excellent.
thrill, a real thrill.
Love a bit of nostalgia, and that was unforgettable. Ladies and gentlemen, Bernard Wenton as Nat King Cole. Winner of Series 3 and star guest number 3 was our youngest ever contestant, youngest ever finalist and youngest ever winner. And she's never had a singing lesson in her life.
I was actually a schoolgirl when I first appeared on Stars in Their Eyes, but an awful lot's happened since then. I'm now travelling the country as a professional singer. I'm hardly ever home. Although home is still Bargoed in South Wales, I do an awful lot of travelling, so I've had to dig deep in my pockets and go out and buy myself a new car, but unfortunately, I'm too young to drive it myself, so I have to get friends and family to do so for me until I take my test. A lot of wonderful things have happened to me since Stars in Their Eyes. I got to work with Max Bygraves in St David's Hall in Cardiff, and I'm looking forward to going on a tour of New Zealand very soon. That should be good. And I've also got to meet lots and lots of famous people, including Jerry Lee Lewis. I made one album last year, but I've now signed on with a new record company who's based in London and Dallas, and hopefully I'll be doing a new record with them at the end of this year, and maybe there's a chance they might fly me out to Dallas as well. Fingers crossed, bit of luck.
Yes, she's still just 17 with her whole career ahead of her. Please welcome the very talented Amanda Normandcell. Come on, tell us about this album then.
Well, we're putting some original songs together at the moment, and hopefully we can find enough to put on an album which will be out the end of this year.
And you're going to sing as yourself and
Yes,
not as the person that you've been doing? No, fabulous. So we're all going to buy that, aren't we? Yes, you see they're queuing at the door already. Now you're going to New Zealand, of course. That'll be very exciting. And you met Max Bygraves.
Oh, yes. we were working together in Cardiff not so long ago.
Well, I'd be very thrilled to meet Max Bygraves.
Yeah.
I would be very thrilled to meet Max Baggett, because that man changed my life with a single song. You're a pink toothbrush, I'm a blue toothbrush. Have we met somewhere before? You're a pink toothbrush and a pink toothbrush that we met by the bathroom door. Glad to meet toothbrush, such a sweet toothbrush. How you thrill me through and through. Don't be hard, toothbrush, on a soft toothbrush, 'cause I can't help loving you. And then you asked me why I won't come through those doors and sing, so now you know. Now, who else have you met? You met somebody very important, actually, haven't you?
Yeah, Patsy Cline's husband. We were on Irish TV together last year, and he said I'm the closest thing you've ever heard, and he was really pleased with me.
He was, I'm sure he was pleased with you.
I couldn't understand a word he said, though, that accent.
I'm sure he understood every word you said, though.
All right, I know.
But he will be pleased with you, because the sales of Patsy Cline's records shot up since you appeared on this show. Well, if things continue to go as well as they have done singing-wise, I think you'll have a new car and a chauffeur by this time next year.
Oh.
Just give us a reminder about who you're going to be for us tonight.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Patsy Cline.
Patsy Cline, of course you are! A great future, a great voice, and a great song. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, singing live once again, Amanda Normanson is Patsy Cline!
That's true, always. When the things you plan need a helping hand, I will understand. Always, always. Days may not be fair, always. That's when I'll be there, always. Not for just an hour, and not for just a day, and not for just a year, but always. Days may not be fair, always. That's when I'll be there, always. Not for just an hour, and not for just a day, and not for just a year, but
Just as fabulous as ever.
Thank you.
How does it feel playing with a full orchestra?
Oh, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Oh, lovely. Ladies and gentlemen, Amanda Normanson as Patsy Cline. Well, the party's clearly in full swing. More guests arriving, either that or it's the Avon lady. Join us in part 2 for more star guests and more great music. See you then. Welcome back to the Stars in Their Eyes party. Well, there's no more sausage rolls and we're nearly out of vol au vents. Catering's a nightmare. So we'll just have to get on with what we're here for, the music. The winner of the 1993 series of Stars in Their Eyes was a young mum with 2 small boys. We last saw her not long ago as a guest on the 94 final. But for the moment, here she is at home.
I've come a long way since Stars in Their Eyes. Before then, I was looking after my 2 little boys, wishing that I could be a singer. And now my dreams come true. I didn't have any equipment, so I went on the enterprise allowance. And with the money, John, my partner, and I have set up a studio to do some recording and writing our own songs. We've gone from strength to strength, and the best thing about it is I've been recognised as having my own voice, and now I'm working out in the Balearic Islands for a big holiday company.
Daddy, where's Mummy's dinner?
I'm really enjoying myself at the moment, and I'm so glad that my career's taking off. But at the end of the day, I'd just like to come home to my wonderful boys, and of course, John.
She's not only a big success, but she's one of the most natural people I've ever met. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the absolutely tremendous Jackie Chan!
Hello. Well, my house is messy, but at least you've got an excuse.
I know, with my kids, who knows?
No, but not only that. Tell them what they did when they came filming.
Well, they had to take the window out, of course. It took 5 minutes to take it out and about an hour and a half to put it back.
Because you got working from home down to a fine art, haven't you? Why do you do that?
Well, at least I can be with my children. You know, when I'm in the studio doing a bit of music, they're always there.
No, you told me that the boys were going to be in the band with you.
They're always fighting over the microphone.
And do they travel with you?
Yeah, sometimes.
And are they into the music as well?
Yeah, definitely.
Cracking. They're not actually in the band tonight, but they will be watching you. So come on, tell us who it is you're going to be for us.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Alison Moyet.
Alison Moyet! A powerful voice and a powerful song. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, singing live once again, Jackie Chan is Alison Moyet!
Love letters straight from your heart. Keep us so near, one apart. I'm not alone in the night. When I can have all the love you write, I'll memorize every line, and I kiss the name that you signed. And darling, I'll read again, right from the start. Love letters straight from your heart. I'll memorize every line, and I kiss the name that you signed.
Fabulous. You're fabulous. Thank you. You put your heart and soul into everything, don't you?
Yes, I do.
You can't help yourself, can you?
No.
I do wish you a lot of luck with your future career.
Thank you very
Because
much.
I think it's going to be great.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jackie Canners, Alison Moyet. Well, something absolutely outstanding happened at the 1994 final of Stars in Their Eyes. The whole country, it seemed, chose our next winner. A landslide victory of more than 150,000 telephone votes by you at home made John Finch our current champion and the most gobsmacked star guest I've ever seen.
Fading moments of the 1994 Stars in Their Eyes live final. But for John Finch, his fiancée, Debbie, and the rest of his family, the celebrations had only just begun. It's not just his mum, everybody wants a kiss. The whole Stars team, twin brother David, and they all want to know, was he shocked when he saw the result?
Shocked? My eyes nearly popped out of my head when I saw them numbers.
OK, we're all ready for this picture.
Of course, every star must have a photo call. First with the other finalists, and he still can't believe it. Then with his fiancée and his family. But what next?
What's next? Pint, I think. And a quiet minute with my fiancée, yeah. I can't believe it, I'm speechless. My mind's going overdrive. I don't know what I'm going to do next. I'm a bag of nerves. What a feeling. What a feeling.
What's next for John? Well, he may still be speechless and gobsmacked, but he's here tonight. Please welcome John Finch.
Oh, it was just like yesterday, wasn't it, really?
No. It was an amazing night, that.
Oh, yeah, it was incredible. That score when it came up, I just could not believe it.
I know, we were all shocked as well.
But I was shocked to win, but I mean, when I saw the margin of it, it was...
But it had been some fortnight for you, because you'd only just won the show the week before.
That's right, yeah.
And got engaged.
Yeah.
As well.
Thanks to you.
Yeah. Well, he asked me to be the best man, did you know that? Yeah. But, I mean, will your twin, David, mind if I'm the best man or not?
No, not at all.
Now, does he have trouble because you're so alike?
Yeah.
I mean, do people mix you up at all?
He's been getting all the glory, actually, because I've not had time to go for a beer yet, and he's been getting all the girls coming up to me.
Oh, good.
I've seen you on the telly and all that, but...
Well, if you play your cards right, you could double up. He could play one end of the country and you could play the other. You could clean up.
He would probably earn more money than me.
He's a great worrier about you, though, isn't he? He does worry. Because the only thing you worry about is Manchester United, you see. He wears the strip all the time. Did you get a season ticket?
I didn't know. I didn't manage to get one this season.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Edwards, wherever you are.
Yeah.
This man wants a season ticket, and anyway, you're far too rich and famous to start paying for things now. Believe me, I know how it works. Come on, who are you going to be for us tonight?
Matthew, I'm going to be Marty Pello from Wet Wet Wet.
Marty Pello! Excellent. The biggest selling single of 1994 and a great song for John. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight singing live once again, John Finch's Marty Pello!
And love is all around me, and so the feeling grows. It's written on the wind, it's everywhere I go. Oh, yes, it is. So if you really love me, come on and let it show. There's no beginning. before me as I lay on my bed. I kinda get to thinking of all the things you said. Oh, yes, I do. You gave your promise to me, and I give mine to you. Yeah, yeah. I need someone beside me in everything I do. Oh, yes, I do. You know I love you, I always will. My mind's made up by the way that I feel. There's no beginning, there'll be no end. 'Cause all my love you can depend. Gotta keep it moving. Ooh, it's written in the windows everywhere I go. Hey, ooh, well. So if you really love me, love me, love me, come on and let it show. Come on and let it show. Come on, come on, come on, come on, let it show. Come on and let it, come on and let it show.
Yes, I love it. And the best thing about it is that you love it as well, don't you?
I love it.
You love it. You know you love it.
Yeah.
I tell you what, next year will you come back and sing on the live final for us? Now think about it. No, don't know.
Most definitely, yeah.
Check the small print in the contract. Right? You're fantastic. Well done, ladies and
Thank you very
gentlemen. John Finch as Marty Pellow. Well, every party has to come to an end, and I'm afraid the sad moment is here. I've enjoyed every minute of tonight. Still, you'll be pleased to know that we'll be back with a brand new series in the spring. But until then, it's thanks to everyone who took part tonight, and indeed to all of those people who contributed backstage to the series. And it's to pay tribute to them and all the star guests who've appeared so far that Marty Pellow and all the other series winners will sing us out. The words say it all, really. We'll see you soon.
What would you think if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out. Ooh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I get high with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends.
What would you do if my love was away? Would it worry you to be alone? How does it feel by the end of the day? Are you sad because you're on your own? Ooh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I get high with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends.
Do you need anybody? I need somebody to love. Could it be anybody? I need somebody to love.
To love, to love. Ooh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I get high with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. With a little help from my friends.
If you'd like to be considered for next year's series, why not give us a call on 071 418 6777.